Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shoil. If you don't know who I am, let me introduce my channel to you. I talk about men's fashion, grooming, almost every single thing that I personally believe will help you to become a better version of yourself. So I'm posting this video almost in 3 months. I know that's a long time since I posted anything on this channel, but my semester exams were coming up, so I had to take a break. And now my semester exams are over, my results were out, so I am back again making videos for you guys. So today I'm going to be sharing you some tips on what are the things that you need to keep in your mind when you're buying a perfume. Tip number 1. Don't fall for the opening notes. The problem with most people is when we visit a store to buy a perfume for ourselves, we choose a perfume, we take it, we spray it on our hands and we smell it. And now when you smell it, you smell the opening notes of the perfume. And almost every perfume has a great opening note. So it sets the illusion for the buyer that your perfume is going to smell the entire day like it's smelling right now on your hands, which is not the case. If you have purchased a perfume just by judging the opening notes of it, then you have fooled yourself because you might not like the mid notes, and the mid notes are going to kick in after an hour or two. So the moral of the story, don't judge a book by its cover. Tip number 2. Know the difference between EDP and EDT. So if you have a bottle of perfume in your home, you might have noticed that your bottle of perfume says EDP or EDT in smaller fonts just below the name of the perfume. Well, it defines the amount of aromatic compounds in the perfume. Now you might want to ask me, is there any difference between EDP and EDT? Well, the answer is yes, there is a huge difference, my friend. The EDP versions of a perfume tend to be more stronger because it has a higher concentration of the aromatic compounds in it, whereas the EDT versions tend to be less lighter compared to EDP as it has less concentration of the aromatic compounds contained in it. Now you might have a question that EDP versions are much better because it's gonna last longer, it is much more stronger, so why bother to buy the EDT version? I will always go and buy the EDP version. Well, there's a trick to it. Not all EDP versions are good. Sometimes the EDT versions are much better than the EDP versions. Just because it's more stronger, it can be more harsh to your nose, whereas the EDT version can be more soothing and relaxing to your nose. The third tip is buy a perfume according to your lifestyle. Whenever you're buying a perfume, always imagine yourself where you're gonna be wearing that perfume and the occasion that you're gonna be attending. Because often what happens is that we buy the wrong perfume for the wrong occasion. For example, you don't want to show up in the office wearing a club fragrance because that says a wrong kind of impression about you. In summers, you should apply your perfume lightly because it is much stronger due to the high temperature. So, an EDT version of the perfume is going to be a great option for the summers. Whereas in winters, you can get away with a stronger smelling perfume as the temperatures are low and the fragrance of the perfume will not irritate you or give you a headache. Tip number 4, expensive doesn't always mean good. So you have been buying perfumes for some time, you know how perfumes can be expensive. It can cost you a bank, trust me, it can be that expensive. But does it always mean that expensive perfumes are good and are much superior than more affordable ones? The answer is absolutely no. So if you climb up the ladder of perfumes, then the most expensive perfumes are usually the niche perfumes. But not everybody can like niche perfume. Niche perfumes are a hit or a miss. So you might like one specific niche perfume, but you might hate another niche perfume in that same category. It's all about what you prefer. Well, all expensive perfumes are shit, let me tell you. 90% of the expensive perfumes are actually good, but the 10% are overrated and overpriced. I'm asking you to avoid the 10% bracket of overpriced perfumes. Now let me tell you why perfumes can be very expensive. Perfumes can be very expensive because the quality of aromatic compounds used in them. Okay, so if you choose a $50,000 perfume, the aromatic compounds used in that perfumes are much more superior than a much more affordable perfume. Now, tip number 5. Don't buy perfumes just because somebody recommended it to you. Perfumes are a very personal thing. It all comes down to your personal preferences. Just because I like a perfume doesn't mean that you are gonna like the perfume as well. The choice of your perfume speaks a lot about your personality and character. So it's very important you choose a perfume that you absolutely love and feel confident wearing. So I always recommend you to go and smell the perfume yourself before buying it. Perfumes are like the cherry on the cake. It should complement your personality and your character. You should wear the perfume, it should not be the other way around. Don't wear a perfume just because you like the smell of it. You should always wear a perfume which will complement your personality and you feel confident in. Now there are perfumes that are very hard to carry, such as Tom Ford's Black Orchid. If you don't have the personality and persona to carry it, then you might look like a fool wearing that perfume. So be careful of those kind of perfumes. And the last tip of the day is, please don't buy a perfume that doesn't last long. There are many perfumes in the market that doesn't last long, but it smells absolutely fantastic. I want you to stay away from those perfumes because they are an absolute waste to your hard-earned money. In my humble opinion, if a perfume doesn't last more than 5 hours, it's not worth your money. Don't get confused between EDT perfumes and shitty perfumes. EDT perfumes usually last more than 5 hours and they are just a more soothing and lighter version of their EDP brother. Whereas a shitty perfume is something that you spray on yourself and it vanishes after 2 hours. Now you should be careful of those kind of perfumes. Now you exactly have two options to avoid shitty perfumes. The first option being you visit a store, you choose a perfume, you spray it on your hand and then you leave the store. You keep a check on that perfume throughout the day and see actually how long does it last on your skin. The second option being choose a perfume, search it on YouTube, see all the reviews about that perfume and then go to a store, smell it yourself. If you like it, then you can buy it. So those were 6 things that you need to keep in your mind when you are purchasing a perfume. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Do share your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below and subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Thank you for watching. See you soon.